The hills of Sendan rose like guardians around the little town, their slopes thick with breadfruit trees and wild orchids. Children chased kites by the river. Goats wandered lazy across the road, and every evening the sky burned orange before fading into deep Caribbean blue. It was in this place that Leo and Mira first met. Two children with wide eyes and wide dreams. Leo was quiet, always watching, always listening, steady as the earth. Mira was laughter itself, her joy ringing so loud it startled birds from the fig tree in her yard. From the first day in primary school, they carried each other like shadows. They sat together on wooden benches, shared tamarind sweets, and walked the dusty path home side by side. Where you saw one, you saw the other. And while other children boasted of the city, its lights, its noise, its endless streets, Leo and Mira dreamed smaller, softer dreams. They lay under the fig tree and planned the life they wanted. 3 children, Mira said firmly. 2 and a dog, Leo teased. Deal, she laughed, throwing her head back, her voice rolling like music. Their childhood stretched long and sweet. They grew into teenagers, still joined at the hip, teasing, protecting, listening. When Mira cried over her mother's tired hands, Leo carved her a wooden flower that would never fade. When Leo's father grew sick, Mira brought food every day, her laughter lifting the heaviness in the house. Years passed. They stepped into adulthood not as children anymore, but as friends bound deeper than most lovers. Lo became a carpenter, his hands roughened by wood and work. Mira opened her flower shop beside the old bakery, her colors painting life onto the street. Every morning, Leo stopped by with coffee. Every evening, Mira closed her shop and walked beside him. The town whispered about them, smiling knowingly, as if waiting for the day when friendship would turn into forever. But forever does not arrive without shadows. There was a shopkeeper named Darius, restless and jealous. He watched Mira's laughter, wishing it belonged to him. His envy grew bitter, and he whispered into ears, "Mira, too good for Lo. One day she will see." His poison spread, and though Leo said nothing, the words sat heavy on his chest. For the first time, doubt cracked his steady spirit. But Mira, seeing the weight in his silence, touched his hand one night under the stars. "Leo," she said softly, "you are my choice. You are my home. Let no shadow tell you otherwise." And with that, the whispers died. Soon after, beneath the fig tree where they had dreamed as children, Leo and Mira married. The whole town gathered, as if they too had been waiting for this day. Their married life stretched longest, filled with both sweetness and storms. Leo built them a home with his own hands, shaping every beam with care. Mira filled the porch with marigolds and laughter. A dog joined their family, howling off-key whenever she sang lullabies. Their first child was born, then another, then a third, filling the house with cries, giggles, and endless laundry. Life was not easy. Storms struck the hills, tearing at crops and silencing the market. Money thinned, and neighbors left for the city. Mira joked about eating kalaloo for breakfast, lunch, and supper, her humor keeping the children smiling even when the pot was light. But at night, when the little one slept, her laughter cracked into tears. Leo would hold her close and whisper, "We bend, but we don't break." Then came their darkest season. Their youngest child fell ill, his laughter silenced by fever. Days turned to nights of fear. Mira sang lullabies through trembling lips, her voice breaking as she prayed. Leo worked double, triple, his hands raw, desperate to buy medicine. The whole town gathered around them. Some brought herbs, others just sat in silence, sharing the burden. In those nights, Leo and Mira nearly broke, but they held tighter to each other. When Mira's hope wavered, Leo's faith steadied her. When Leo's strength failed, Mira's prayers carried him. And at last, the child's laughter returned. Their house rang with joy brighter than the storms that had once threatened to would tear it apart. Years slipped by quickly after that. The children grew tall, Mira's hair silvered, Leo's hands grew lined. Their love carried comedy and tragedy both. Mira still teased him about the crooked swing he built. Leo still shook his head at the way she filled every corner of their home with flowers. Through hunger, storms, sickness and laughter, they remained each other's anchor. And then came the quiet years. Like evening mist on the hills, the children built lives of their own. The dog's howls became memory. Leo and Mira sat together on the porch in silence more often than not. The night sky above them, a faithful companion. A neighbor's daughter, curious and young, asked them, "Uncle Leo, Auntie Mira, didn't you ever want more? To live here, to see the world?" Mira smiled, her eyes soft with memory. "Child, we didn't need wings to fly. We had each other." And Leo added, his voice steady as the river, "Some lovebirds don't leave the nest. They build it. They fill it. And even when storms beat against it, they hold on together." And so in that little Jamaican town, their story became more than a tale of two people. It became a lesson whispered across generations that love is not found in the chase, not in the noise, not in faraway dreams. Love is found in the roots you plant, in the storms you survive, in the laughter that carries you, and in the hand you keep holding through everything. Love is not about wings. Love is about roots, and theirs ran deep forever.